So let's start with the first rule, which is top to bottom. So here's the character for 3, san, and we're going to write horizontal, 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 top to bottom. Again, start at the top, work our way down. Pretty straightforward. Now let's look at left to right, the second rule. So we're going to start with the left stroke and then do the right stroke. Same thing with, that's ba, number 8, with ren, means person. Start with the left stroke and then do the right stroke. So again, number 8, left and then right, and person. Right, left, and then right. Okay, we're going to look at left to right again, except now with some slightly more complex characters. These are left-right characters. The first one, hao, means good. So we're going to do the left side, and again we're going to work top to bottom. And then the right side. So again, the left side, and then the right side. And again, I'm doing left-right, but I'm also doing top to bottom. Next one, zuo, to work. Top to bottom on the left, and top to bottom on the right. Again, top to bottom on the left, top to bottom on the right. Last one, shi. It's time. We're going to do top to bottom, left to right on the left, top to bottom, left to right on the right. Again. And that's it. There's another important rule that we always write what's in the box before we close the box. So first character, ko, means mouth. We're going to do top to bottom, left to right again. So we're going to start in the upper left, first stroke. Then this is actually one stroke. Then we're going to finish it. So again, top to bottom on the left, I'm going to come around and then finish it. Now, which means sun, very similar. The only difference is we're going to do the piece in the middle before closing off the box. Same thing again. I'm going to do that piece in the middle before closing off the box. Last character, hui, which means to return. We're going to start that outside box, but then we're going to do the inside. We're going to finish that box before finishing the big box. Again. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to look at horizontal and vertical strokes. When strokes cross, we do the horizontal before the vertical. Now, if you look at this first character, Wang, means king, it looks very similar to San 3, which was a straight top down. There's a slight complication here because there's a vertical stroke. So we're going to do first horizontal, second horizontal, then vertical, and then we're going to end it with this bottom stroke because we want to end in the lower right. So here again, we're going to do the first horizontal stroke, second horizontal, then a vertical to come down to the bottom. We're going to finish it off. Same thing with sheng, which means to be born. We're going to start on the left upper, then we're going to do first horizontal, second horizontal, and then the vertical stroke, and then we're going to finish it off at the bottom. Same thing again. Now, zhong, which means center or middle, also used for China, Zhongguo, is a little bit different. And here, we're actually going to do the vertical stroke last because it cuts through. And that's kind of an exception, but when the vertical cuts through, we do that last. And again, we end at the bottom. Here we have a couple of more complicated characters. These are left, middle, right. And here we're just going to work our way top to bottom, left to right. First one is xie, which means to thank. Again, do it a little bigger this time. Next one is jie, which means street. So again, we're going to go top to bottom, starting on the left. Notice how we're following all our rules. Horizontal before vertical. I'm going to finish right where we want to. Again, on the left, working my way from the top to the bottom. And that's it. Now we're going to look at top to bottom again, but with slightly more complex character. First character, sh, to be. We're going to start on the top. Now notice the top of it is just sh, so we're going to do that just as we would. We're going to continue to work our way down, and then we're going to end right where we want to. So again, we're going to start at the top, kind of gradually work our way down until we end in the lower right. Next character, s, means temple. Horizontal, vertical, closing horizontal. Then the bottom. Now here we don't really close where we want to. We'll talk about that rule in a second, but minor strokes go last. Next character, E, means meaning. We're going to work our way gradually down, sticking with our left to right rule. The pen's not fine enough there. Try it again. Another rule is that we do the center before the sides when it's kind of a symmetrical character. So the first character, xiao, means small. We're going to do this central stroke, the little hook, and then the two sides. Again, center, and then the two sides. Next character, shui, water. We're going to do that center stroke, the hook, then we're going to do the left side, then the right side. Again, center, left, and right. Last one is mountain. We're going to do the center stroke. Then we're going to come down here. Again, notice where we're ending, the lower right. Central stroke. And we're going to end right where we want to end. The next rule says that we do the left falling stroke before the right falling stroke, and that again is so we can end in the lower right. So the first character, fu, means father. We're going to start in the upper left, then do the right, but here we're actually going to start with the right one and go left so that we can end in the lower right. So again, we're going to do left to right, but then we're going to kind of reverse it so that we can end down where we want to end. Next character, wen, which means language or literature. Start with a dot, then the horizontal. And again, we're going to do this stroke first so that we can end where we want to. Again. Okay. One more final rule we want to look at, I mentioned it earlier, and that is that minor strokes, in this case the two dots, go last. First character, wo, means I as in personal pronoun. Start at the upper left. Work our way down the left side. We're going to come along the right side. But notice that this dot, even though it's in the upper right, it goes last because it's a minor stroke. Here again. Next character, yu, means jade. Looks very much like wang, which we did before. Again, here you might expect the dot to come first, but because it's the minor stroke, it goes last. So again, so minor strokes go last.